Well, of course, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports. And it's a pleasure to be a part of Tuesday Night Broadcasting. Every single Tuesday night, Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. This is where we're at tonight, and that's what we're broadcasting. Thank you to everybody for all the well wishes out there and what was going on Sunday. We had an unexpected death in the family, and we had to take care of some things. So we took a couple of days off, and we're going to be back at it again here at the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Full week of broadcasting, of course, and we appreciate each of you sticking around to watch it. Richmond is the location. This is the round of 8. That's what you're going to be seeing right here for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a look real quick at what's going on in this series, because the round of 10 eliminated a few drivers, so we're going to take a look at what's going on now. Here's the championship standings so far. Christopher Bell, Joseph Mahar, Mr. Shoemaker, and McQuistion out there. Those guys are the 4 drivers looking to make it into the next round. And we do have 9 drivers technically in the round of 8. Zachary Taylor had a call made against him in the last race that was deemed kind of unfair. So he has to win this race in order to move on into the next round. And that is kind of where he is at right there. But Bell, he's sitting at a comfortable 10-point lead over Joseph Mahar, so no doubt he is still going to try to push those boundaries and make sure that he wins his way into the next one. Very, very comfortable, confident driver out there. Good to see everybody out there. Make sure you go to signatureesports.com, click that shop button. We'd appreciate that all too well, as you know it. All of that helps fund what we do over here. How's everybody out there tonight? I want to make sure that we talk to each and every one of you as well. So Richmond, this big old D-shaped oval, and this big, I say, it's bigger than a half-mile track. Still considered a short track, 3/4 of a mile, or almost 3/4 of a mile in length. The big old oval-shaped trioval, or the trioval section, where the start-finish line is just before pit road exit, and that's where you're going to be able to see that. A lot of the competing is going to happen right there when it comes to the start-finish line, when they start getting things ready to rock and roll. 78-degree air temperature, 92% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2-mile-an-hour wind. Nighttime race, of course. Track temperature sitting at 81 degrees right now as things start to progress forward. Ready to rock and roll, says Blake Deponette. Hope everything is good, says Brian Heaslett. Yes, we are. We've got funeral arrangements this weekend, and we're going to be taking care of that. Visitations on Friday, some things happening on Sunday. So we'll be able to see what's going on there. I will tell you that in the grand scheme of things, folks, and this is just a little bit of advice from me, you get the opportunity with family and everything, hold them close while you have them, because you never know when that next day or that day is going to come where you don't have them in your life. And I tell you what, it was unexpected, but at the end of the day, I tell you what, we're going to go racing here in the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, and life will continue on, and we'll have lots of great memories to bestow upon our children, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at what's going on here, because we have an exciting race ahead of you. Richmond, 200 laps is what they're going to run, 144 miles here at this speedway. Starting grid, Jonathon Bell, points leader in the playoffs. He's going to be out front. Zachary Taylor has to win in order to continue on in the playoff standings. Chris Shoemaker, the 94, is going to be inside row number 2. He's going to have Travis McQuistion there to his outside on the start. Jeremy Little, Clint Leatherwood, those drivers are in the mix as well. They're going to be up there in row number 3. Garrett Brown, Tyler Dixon in row number 4. Richard Swavely, Dylan Hastings, the man himself who owns and operates the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. He's going to be there in row number 5 with John Wilco, Chris Bedwell there in row number 6. Moving on down the grid list as they continue, they get ready to go green here. Wyatt Brackett, playoff driver, is going to be there with Blake Deponette. He is there as well. Joseph Mahar, Chris Johnson make up row number 8. Phil Locke, Brad Fulham, the Canadian, the 19, there in row number 9. Row 10 is going to be Ryan Wilson and Chris Matthews. Dylan Jones, Brad Williams there in row number 11. James Kunkel and Brad Lee. Moving on down into row number 12. Filarski, McLain, Reeves, Harp, Tyler Dolger, George Williams, David Moore, Daniel Holdcroft, Austin Harger, Ryan McDuffie, Evan Bushbasher, Austin Shoemaker. Man, we're going to have a full field tonight, and I'm just here for looks, folks. They're going to move on down, and they're going to take another lap around. We're going to go green flag racing right here in the round of 8. First race in the round of 8. They're going to have 2 races to be able to take care of this. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to have a lot to talk about as we continue to move forward in the playoffs here for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. It's good to see these guys rocking and rolling as the gap's going to be ready to rock and roll. 3 Chevys, a Ford, and a Chevy into the top 5. First Toyota is going to be way back there, but still going to have a whole lot of fun as they get ready to go around here. First Toyota in 11th. Let's see how it goes. Pace truck dives off. They're going to go green flag racing. Green, green, green coming up here with Fred the Flagman high above the stands. There they go. Off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. Bell to the inside. Taylor to the outside. Playoff drivers trying to compete. Zach Taylor needs to win here. And we're going to have to see how the patience is going to work out for him as they are ready to rock and roll, continue to move forward as progressing is progressing. Jonathon Bell, Zachary Taylor, 0.8 of a second out in front of the Shoemaker right there in 3rd. That gap might close. We're going to see how this works out for them, because the tune time 70 has been strong all season long. Quick little update for everybody. Austin Shoemaker was supposed to be subbing in the caution comes out. Austin Shoemaker was going to be subbing in the 44, but he's actually in the 15 today, so we're going to be seeing him there. We'll see what happens here. Something happened. Bradley involved. Let's take a look real quick. Bradley on lap 2. Ooh, 24 getting a little tappity tap from the 5 into the 6 into the 27. One of the Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles paint scheme right there. 24 had to reset, trying to get out of there. So Brandon Harp, Tyler Dolger, and George Williams all involved there. Quick little caution. They'll get it all straightened out. We'll see a green flag run here. I know that we will. You guys know that we will as well. Pace truck's going to pace them around for a little bit. We're going to be back to it here in just a moment as things are ready to go. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate you very much. Joe Sixpack Racing, Greg Drace out there, D-R-A-I-S-S. Okay, so keep that in mind, because when you go to Twitch, you need to make sure that you look up that guy, because he gives updates for our Joe Sixpack Racing League that we broadcast on Sunday afternoons. So make sure you go and check out all of those updates. That's Greg, D-R-A-I-S-S, out there on Facebook, but also out there on Twitch. That's just one full name, G-R-E-G-D-R-A-I-S-S. And find his Twitch channel. You'll be able to keep up with that. Hopefully everybody out there is having a good evening as well. Make sure you have your shares and your watch parties. Make sure you go and join our Signature Esports Live. That's our Facebook group we have out there now, so that way you can put all your fantastic stuff in there, like all the streams that you want to put up there, any information you want us to share. That right there is a good place to start. We're going to try to build that up as big as our Facebook page as we continue to grow. We want that Signature Esports Live to be all about you folks out there. Bell, Taylor, Shoemaker, McQuistion, Little, Brown, Leatherwood, Swaveley, Dixon, and Hastings. That's going to make up the top 10 as they pace around. Quick little caution. And now we're going to see how they continue to move forward. Let's take a look. And I was going to be looking at the Richmond list here. I wanted to see what they were going to be doing as far as when the... Let's just open it up, folks. When the competition caution's going to happen. And that's because we all know that that happens. So we're going to see... Oop, that might be... Oh, that's a different season, folks. Let me back out of that. There it is. All right, let me open it up. We'll I'll be able to tell you in a second. Next week, we're going to be at Texas. I do know that. And that's going to be a fun little race. I do enjoy Texas quite a bit, as it's just a fast little race. Stage the stage ends on lap 112 here. They have 5 tire sets, and I think the fuel's set up at 60%. So fuel strategy a big key here as they continue to move forward. Let's go, says Christy Leanne Kunkel. Home track, says Brian Heasley. Absolutely. I do dig Richmond. Richmond's been a lot of fun, so. All right, let's see how things progress as they continue to move forward. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck this time by. We're going to go back to green flag racing, side-by-side racing. Bell's going to take the inside lane, Taylor to the outside. McQuistion and Shoemaker, they're going to be there so inside the top 4 right now. They're all playoff drivers. A little look back at Jeremy Little, he's there. The 26 in the inside Big 10 Super Series. Clint Leatherwood's going to be there as well on his inside. Garrett Brown, playoff driver, the 10. Dirty Mo Media on the outside. And right behind him, Richard Swavely, another playoff driver. These guys are ready to rock and roll. Jonathon Bell ready to lead them back to green, and they are off once again inside for Shoemaker. So he's going to take away P2 away from the 14, but the 14 is going to battle back, go to the inside, and he is back at it once again. Trucks Ultimate Championship Series also brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles. Make sure you go to bulldogsportscards.net and give them some love over there. Put in promo code SETV10, and you'll be able to get yourself a nice little 10% discount on pretty much anything that you order out there. Brian says Texas is your home track. Well, they'll be back here next week. I like Texas. Texas is a whole lot of fun. Track that we're at in the signature eNASCAR series this week in the Truck Xfinity and Cup series. We're all at Atlanta, so you're going to be able to watch those live on Facebook. Thursday, I'll be with the Truck series, the Phil Hebb Truck series, and then on Friday, you'll be able to listen to Mason and James Oxford in the Xfinity series. They'll be back broadcasting live once again. And then, of course, on Saturday, I'll be back with the Cup Series. Friday, because of visitation stuff, I'm gonna have to take Friday evening off for the Midwest Days of Thunder. But they will be. There's a couple of drivers that are gonna be out there. They'll be able to share their live streams. So I'll try to get them to post that stuff up for me, so that way I can get those shared, so you can watch what's going on with the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Hate to leave people like that, but they're absolutely amazing. 70 of Bell out front. Taylor's there. He's going to be right behind him. And the gap between these two drivers, you can tell Taylor wants it. He's hungry for it because he's 0.2 of a second off of Jonathon Bell. He was told that he has to win here in order to move on and stay inside the playoffs. Jonathon Bell out front has led every lap so far, and this 14 laps under green, or lap 14 being completed under green. Apologies about that. Shoemaker is right there in the mix. He's got Jeremy Little right behind him. But Shoemaker using an inside line, trying to battle off the 26. Big old high arc here at Richmond when it comes to the front stretch. You kind of almost have to dive down hard into it, braking and throttling through. And that gap now from the third place car, the 94, to second, now starting to close the distance. Zachary Taylor about to go. It looks like he's going to try to dive to the inside, but Bell has the better. Phil Locke had something happen to him. But Taylor really trying to get to him. He had the momentum there. He's going to get right to the back bumper of the 70 and do everything that he can to stay off his back bumper. Here's what happened to Phil Locke just a few moments ago. Whoop. Take that back. We're not going to be looking at that. It just bounced him out. I don't know what happened. Bell, Taylor, Shoemaker, Little, McQuistion, Brown, Swavely, Leatherwood, Dixon, Bedwell. Bedwell part of the top group that's doing it. Biggest mover of the race. Right there. The 49 of Ryan McDuffie. JD Motorsports driver. Throwing it in there, trying to gain some more spots. He's up 13th up 13 positions right now, sitting in, good old 21st, trying to gain another 1 or 2. He's got the 20 of Ryan Wilson to his front. Drivers lost the most spots so far, down 15, the number 62. This is Wilco, another substitute driver in here, but that Toyota trying to get used to driving around with everybody. Austin Shoemaker is in the mix. He's up 9 spots right behind this driver. There is the 15. He was scheduled to drive the 44, but he is now here substituting and driving the 15. Up into the wall, the 91 is James Cockle. Trying to stay off the wall, but got a little bit held into it. So he's off just a little bit, trying to stay high. It's like he's just stuck on that wall. Jonathon Bell, Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor now 0.6 of a second off of race leader Jonathon Bell going around lap traffic. There's the 24 right there. Now Zachary Taylor utilizing the front stretch to close the gap just a little bit. The 70 on the back stretch. Here's turn 3 for the two drivers. Jonathon Bell diving it hard to the inside. The 14 right there as well. Losing a little bit of ground to Jonathon Bell, but they're continuing to move forward. Taylor looks like he has the entry, but Bell has it off the corner. Yeah, I agree. Taylor has the entry, and you can see it right there. We'll follow along. Here's the nose of Jonathon Taylor. You see him get into the corner, brake, holding it in, accelerating out, coming up close to the wall right there. Turn 1 is, it just seems like he could get into the gas a little bit more on the entry and off the brake. Here's Jonathon Bell's front bumper as they look around. Here's turn number 4, turn 3 into turn 4, coming around to the front stretch right here. That's more of what you're listening for when it comes to, and you know what, Jonathon Bell might be saving his tires. Not Jonathon Bell, but Zachary Taylor might just be saving his tires. He might be trying to run a few more laps than the rest of the field, because we know that pitch strategy is going to be a big factor here as they come around. Jonathon Bell out front, 0.8 of a second. Zachary Taylor as Shoemaker trying to track him down. Shoemaker is now right there in the back of, or getting close to the back bumper, 0.5 of a second off, or 0.7 of a second off of Zachary Taylor. There is the 94. Playoff driver 1, 2, and 3. Jeremy Little, he's up there in the mix. You saw Jeremy Little part of the playoffs last week, was eliminated. Just, that's how it works. You have a playoff grid. From 10 to 8 to 4, that's how they're going to do it. Travis McQuistion, he is in the playoffs still. The 93 trying to battle forward, keep his playoff points looking good. Needs to lead a lap for sure. At least that's from what I can tell. Garrett Brown, there is the Dirty Mo Media number 10. Jonathon Bell has 10 points on the rest of the field, so he'd have to be off by 10 spots in order to really lose any kind of ground. Take a look at the last 5 laps as they complete lap 27 under green flag conditions. Oop, wrong button. There it is. Bell advancing all but lap 25 in the last 5 laps from 23 to 27. The gap still growing just a little bit each lap, so we'll see how long he can hold him off and for how long it's going to be able to work. Alrighty, Calvin Filarski. We're going to go through the top 20. Whoa, the 10 of Wilson to the inside of Filarski right there. That was a huge move. So this is the battle for 20th going on right here. As Ryan Wilson losing ground. Outside line running for the number 2. But Calvin Filarski still holding on to P20. Brad Williams up 3 spots from where he started. The 97 holding on to 19th, but not by much. He does have a few drivers out there trying to apply some pressure. Phil Locke comfortable in 18th, gaining on Joseph Mahar in 17th. Little by little, you see it right there. Locke closing the distance. The 19 of Brad Fulham, he's in 16th. He is up 2 spots from where he started, the Canadian, the Toyota. rocking and rolling. Looks like he's got a little bit of lap traffic in front of him, but still no way to not compete here. Chris Matthews right in front of that driver. Fulham starting to close the distance, but Chris Matthews trying to track down Chris Johnson in front of him. That Twisted T92. Looking at that JD Motorsports Chevy, trying to get up there and get around Dylan Hastings. Chris Johnson up 2 spots. Dylan Hastings started in 10th and gained a little bit on that lap right there, lap 31. But is off just a little bit. Wyatt Brackett, playoff driver. He is here at Richmond trying to compete as hard as he can to keep some of those points to stay above the cutoff line. The 33 Yingling machine, the Toyota Tundra, bettering Dylan Hastings behind him by a little bit, but Depanet is right in front of him, and that's the driver he's trying to track down, and is doing so very nicely. Only lap he was better. Depanet was better than Brackett in the last 5, was lap 29. And you're going to start seeing, of course, that close down. Here's the change on that. Lap 33, a little bit better for the 21, so that's how that's going to be. Clint Leatherwood there. Not in the playoffs, but definitely likes this course. He's in 10th place, and Depanet starting to close the gap on him. Chris Bedwell running a 9th at 3 spots. The 95 bettering Leatherwood and gaining on Tyler Dixon every other lap. Tyler Dixon running right where he started. Garrett Brown, of course, right where he started. And starting to gain a little bit on Richard Swavely. Richard Swavely, about 2 of the last 3 laps better than Brown behind him. We're going to see what Brown does here. Brown almost tying that time. Travis McQuistion in 5th. He is off 1 spot from where he started, and Jeremy Little made the pass on him. But it looks like this is going to be the battle for everybody right here. These guys trying their darndest. Outside line running for some of the drivers. There they are. McQuistion there to the inside, Little to the outside. Shoemaker in 3rd. And McQuistion starting to gain on him. But Shoemaker has a whole lot of lap traffic in front of him. Zachary Taylor in the mix there to the inside of Austin Harger. 3 wide. The 28's right there as well. You see those guys trying to not be a big factor, but they're really trying to hold on to it. And Jonathon Bell, he's just looking at the traffic going, I'm moving. Looks like Taylor on lap 33 might have had a few little issues there because he was almost a full second off of Jonathon Bell, but gained a lot in 35 and 36. Lost a little bit more in 37. There's the 6 in front of the 70. They're trying to put him a lap down here. Get her did, says Brian Ebley. Good to see you out there, my friend. Taylor starting to advance his way and march his way forward, trying to get back to the race leader. 1.4 seconds is the relative and the time as Jonathon Bell leads here at Richmond. There's that Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Give him a like on Facebook. Go give him a follow. Go to his new website. That website's looking pretty darn good. I gave you my website, bulldogsportscards.net. That's cards with plural. Go give them a big old love tap and have some fun with them. Bell, Taylor, Shoemaker, McQuistion, Little, Swavely, Brown, Dixon, Bedwell, Leatherwood. Top 10. Richard Swavely up 3 spots, and it's one of the drivers I'm always impressed with. There's the 38 there to the inside of a little bit of lap traffic. And Chris Bedwell, he is trying to hold his own as well. The 95 up 3 positions as well. So these guys inside the top 10. The 79, Tyler Dixon, another playoff driver, does have all these guys have, since we've been with them, have been absolutely phenomenal. So it's good to see hard racing that they do. Chris Massey, so many series you don't know about. Chris, this is the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. They really do good things. I do not own this league. This is Dylan Hastings and crew. They have a great little series. Oh, the 24, the 91 almost up into the 24 right there. Trucks Ultimate Championship Series runs on Tuesday nights. They have a whole lot of fun. Chris Massey drives for Team SE or Signature Esports on our Signature eNASCAR Truck Series, the Phil Hab Truck Series out there, of course. The F It Let's Have a Beer happens every Thursday night. 7:20 Central, 8:20 Easterns when I go live. Bell, Taylor, Shoemaker, McQuistion, Swavely. You know, at one point, Shoemaker was really closing the gap on Taylor, and Taylor's just starting to really just get himself into a groove. Jonathon Bell, Zachary Taylor, that's where they are at. Let's take a look. I'm going to go back to their Discord real quick. I want to take a look at the team championships that they have going on right here. I know that here's the team rosters. Wanted to see. Team standings. Team ABR is still in the lead, 284.25. JD Motorsports in second place with 282 points. Four Horsemen Motorsports, 264.03. Race Pass Motorsports, 251.58. Hot Shoe Racing, 201.66. Hammerdown Motorsports, they are at 199.50. And Wild Card Racing 191, and then Pelletier McQuistion Simulations, they are at 52 points right now. So Team ABR and JD Motorsports, those are the guys closest to each other in points when it comes to the team championship here for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Those guys are really starting to show their strengths, and definitely an opportunity for some extra cash there. We know that money is on the line always when it comes to good racing, and like my series and my leagues that we have, our end all to be all is how much money these drivers can make at the end of the day. The 88 right there on the back bumper of the 70. The 70 pulled a nice little slide job on the 88, and we know that Jonathon had to go add their channel on your Roku. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. Yes. So at the end of the month, we're dumping, we dump our episodes for the month up there. The Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is going to be the primary one that we do. Then the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, we've been building their basically their channel, their playlist, whatever you want to call it, and their series on the channel. And so we're going to have their stuff up there. We're going to start putting the Joe Six-Pack Racing League. They're going to have a series up there pretty soon. Real Racing Online. I've been working on their stuff. Dirt Series, there's smaller files, so it's been harder to keep them in the mix. However, go to your Roku device, look for Signature Esports TV, and you'll see a big old SETV logo, and you'll be able to do that. Thank you very much for doing so. The more people that do that, actually, the more we actually end up making money in the long run on that. Just takes a long time to build up. I think we have something like 5,600 downloads on that channel so far, so I dig it. Even if it was just 50, it's worth it to me. It's a permanent solution for everybody to be able to watch all of our stuff, all of our reruns from days in the past, not just with Facebook and stuff like that, because Facebook is going to come and go. Roku's going to come and go, but I tell you what, this stuff is absolutely amazing. Jonathon Bell still out front. Zachary Taylor there, the 14. He's got the same traffic that Jonathon Bell was trying to get through, and I believe Taylor's just going to utilize every lane that he can to try to work his way to the front. The 21 there trying to hold down the 88 is going to go to the inside. 14 trying to catch up with Jonathon Bell. Jonathon Bell 1.9 seconds out in front. And here's what that looks like. There's Jonathon Bell. Big old turn one for you. Turn two backstretch. Let's click on Zachary Taylor. There's Zachary Taylor. That's what 2 seconds here at Richmond looks like. As they come around the backstretch, he's got a whole lot of traffic to get around, just like Jonathon Bell did. And front stretch running, lap 56. I think the only saving grace to Taylor at this particular moment, besides tire wear, is that there will be a competition caution on lap 112. And that's roughly about we're about halfway to that. So absolutely cool. Absolutely great to see it. and absolutely great to see everybody out there. Make sure, like I said, go to Facebook, give us a like and follow and all that stuff. I'd appreciate you very much. Here you go. There's a little display for you. And if you're not convinced, go there as well. Signature Esports on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports is where you can find us over there. Big old love to have that channel. That channel is absolutely amazing. YouTube.com/Signature Esports, or search Signature Esports in your search bar up there. You can find our channel. You can watch all of our old broadcasts back there and all good things. Trucks Ultimate Championship Series is going to be joining us again for Season 2 for them, and then the 2020 season or the 2021 season for the Cars Ultimate Championship Series. I do believe that some name changes and some stuff like that, but it's going to be the Cars Series. So we have the Trucks and the Cars Series. The Trucks Series is going to be on Tuesday. Cars Series is going to be on Wednesday. I think that's their, it's going to be basically their Pro Series that Dylan and all the guys over here have had. So they're going to be a part of our broadcasting repertoire for a little while. Shoemaker, 5.6 seconds off. What happened to, let's see what happened to Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor went to pit road. Looks like he might have short pitted. He wants some fresh tires. Jonathon Bell out front, 5.6 seconds off of Shoemaker. Garrett Brown in on pit road. Daponette on pit road. Last car on the lead lap right now. As I do believe that Richmond is one of those tracks that I think you can short pit. Correct me if I'm wrong out there, folks, if you're watching, if you're listening. Tell me how you would do things out here if you were on Richmond. He had a 2-second lead, Bell did, and now Zachary Taylor is going to be holding on to it. Green flag pit stops starting to happen with some of the drivers. Garrett Brown, Daponette still on pit road. Richard Swavely coming to pit road now. Last car on the lead lap is going to be Daniel Holdcroft, the 31. And he is right there in front of race leader Christopher Bell. I believe Daniel Holdcroft still on older tires too, so he's just trying to hold on. He's got some folks in front of him. Jonathon Bell on pit road now. Looks like he's coming in. Whoa, almost into the back of that driver in front of him, the 40. McQuistion now leads a lap, so that's going to be some points for him. I believe some bonus points. Tyler Dixon, the 79, is going to be out there as well. He's going to come around here eventually. Last lap for these drivers, almost 2 seconds off. Travis McQuistion coming to pit road. Tyler Dixon looking like he might lead himself a lap around. Yep, he's going to do that. Tyler Dixon coming in. Wyatt Brackett, Clint Leatherwood on pit road. Joseph Mahar, Brad Fulham. Does look like Zachary Taylor out there with those fresh tires. Came in on lap 58. And I believe he's going to be trying to lead around here. Jonathon Bell still on pit road. And Zachary Taylor's trying to get around. Tyler Dixon, the only driver not to pit on the lead lap, and is about to be passed by the 14. Chris McLain came in on pit road on lap number 6, so he's going to have 6 laps fresher tires than everybody else. Calvin Filarski, the number 2, looks like he might be getting some catching up. Zachary Taylor coming around. He's going to be last car on the lead lap, 22 seconds. Shoemaker, McQuistion, Bedwell, Brown, Reeves. It's going to be a whole lot of fighting to get back. Tyler Dixon, race leader, coming back onto pit road. Chris McLain looks like he's going to be leading around for a little bit. He's still got a few laps on his tires that he's going to be able to take care of. Calvin Filarski on pit road. Wilco coming around to 62. Wilco to the inside. Taylor's going to be there as well. Zachary Taylor's the driver we're looking at, as we know that green flag pit stops happen for a lot of drivers. And now, in the case of what happens with Jonathon Bell now a lap down to drivers who are almost 2 laps ahead of him. Drivers such as this guy right here, Bell a lap down. He's going to be holding on for dear life. Zachary Taylor 5 seconds off of Chris McLain. Last lap for Chris McLain was a 23.78. Zachary Taylor a 22.47. Jonathon Bell, race leader before the field, last lap for him, 22.36. So he's going to have a lot of work to do to get himself back around. Zachary Taylor holding on. That short pit might have worked for Zachary Taylor because he's starting to catch Chris McLain, who's coming on pit road. So Zachary Taylor going to lead. McQuistion 10 seconds off, as now he's going to be trying to track down Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor out front by 7.4 seconds over McQuistion. He's got a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. He short pitted 2 laps before everybody else, or I'm sorry, 4 laps before everybody else. 6 laps in front of McQuistion. So Zachary Taylor out on lap 58. That's when he came to pit road, takes over the lead, has a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. He's going to have to start catching up to 7.2 seconds is the gap that McQuistion has to catch up as lap traffic becomes a factor. 14 there with a whole lot of folks. All those new tires out there for all these drivers. They're really holding on. First car off the lead lap's going to be Austin Shoemaker. Just got passed by race leader Zachary Taylor. There's now a whole lot of traffic. Taylor just doing what he can to battle. 62 in front of him. Oh, 62. Dives hard down. Didn't want to get up. He got a little bit loose right there. Didn't want to get up into the race leader. So, man, oh, man. Good run so far. Only one caution, and that happened right there on lap number 2. Lap 73 being completed under green flag conditions. Travis McQuistion. You know, if I were Taylor, I would just be holding on, saving for dear life, and just relaxing. McQuistion, it just run a consistent line. McQuistion's going to have to do a lot of catching up, and the traffic that he's going around, he's going to have to battle just as much. Let's take a look. Blimp view for the drivers. There's Zachary Taylor. As you're looking at the blimp view here at Richmond. Oh, second caution comes out. Phil Locke involved. Go back and click on that. Zachary Taylor's going to have McQuistion right there. I do believe that's going to work in his advantage for a little while. And that's going to keep a lot of folks lapped down. Here's what happened to Phil Locke. Phil Locke right there in the number 1. Oh, the 7 to the back bumper. Dove it in just a little harder. Oh, and then the 31 there. Oh, man. Just a little bit of nose damage to everybody. Good job on those who could to get on the brakes. Super hard. Super hard to make sure that you're missing folks. Alrighty. Second caution happens. Lap 70. Some change. Everybody out there's having a great night. And, of course, make sure that you go and give everybody a big old love and cheer and high five. And, yeah, no. We enjoy what we do here. At least I do. It's my opinion. All right. Let's see. Do we have the patented helicopter still in here? I mean, he didn't really go around. We'll give it to him. Is it going to work? It's going to work. There's your helicopter, folks. Aha! Zachary Taylor's going to have a restart of all ages. Because right now, after green flag pit stops, let's see how many drivers are going to be. 5 sets of tires, which is more than plenty to get around this track. Which means it's 4 tire changes. That'll put them around on the lap 112. That's when they'll be able to figure that out. Let's see. So Taylor, McQuistion, Shoemaker, Bedwell, Brown, Brackett, Daponette, Leatherwood, and Swaley make up the top 10. First car. See, Austin Shoemaker just became the lucky dog, so he's coming back around to meet the rest of the field. Anybody going to take tires? Phil Locke, Chris McLain, Daniel Holcroft, those guys are on pit road. They're probably getting some damage. Phil Locke going to come back out. He's on pit road getting that damage fixed. Chris McLain, Daniel Holcroft, like they are there. Speaking of Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles, where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. There's the man. See that Tonka truck? That guy right there. Let me get around here and take a look. There he is. That guy right there, that 33-year-old from Indiana. That's your Bulldog Sports Cars and Collectibles owner right there. That's the guy you support whenever you go and you take care of things for us. So make sure you do so. Good old stinking Trading Paints, folks. Trading Paints is trying to do its thing. Here, let's try this again. You might see some updates coming up on the track. I want to make sure all the trucks are doing what they're supposed to. The Tonka number 3, Austin Harger out there to rock and roll. Zachary Taylor's going to be leading them around here, the 16-year-old from North Tazewell. He's got a win and he'll be in. If not, he won't be a part of the playoffs anymore after this week. It'll be definitely the round of 8 starting next week. Taylor, McQuistion, Shoemaker, Bedwell, Brackett. You see all those yellow contingency packs on here. Those are all playoff drivers. Here we are. Some things updating, folks. When you see it go white and then bounce back, that's going to be the drivers that are there. Teammates out there. The 14, going to have the 93 there. 14 goes. Green, green, green. They are off once again here. Richmond back underway. McQuistion, Shoemaker. 93, 94, 95. Count it down. 93, 94, 95. The 10 at Brackett. The 79 at Dixon. Depinet. Leatherwood, Swavely. Man, the 14's going. He's going to have to go because I tell you what, McQuistion's going to be all over his tail. Oh, next caution comes out. There it is. Come on. I believe they were holding on, waiting for that one. It's going to be Zachary Taylor. Travis McQuistion, the 93's there. Let's see if Zachary Taylor's paint scheme is going to show back up. I'll tell you what, it might be upsetting. Oh, it's still coming, folks. Pace truck is back out there. Let's go back and take a look. I believe that might have been. Oh, fun. Paladolger involved there. There we are. 4 wide. 4 wide. It's the 88 right there. Oh, gets loose on the corner. Oh, self spin. Nice job. Good brakes. That was a good little brake job right there. All right, folks, make sure you have your shares and your watch parties out there. Appreciate you very much for doing that. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the chats up out there as well. I'd appreciate that. The more you chat, the better off we are. Shoemaker into pit lane as they come around. He's going to come back off pit lane. Let's see. Brad Fulham's going to be your lucky dog. There's no doubt nobody's going to come to pit road just yet. Driver's going to try to get on the lead lap. Kind of makes me wonder if Jonathon Bell trying to get on. Jonathon Bell coming to pit lane would make sense to me. Apologize about things starting to do its thing. Jonathon Bell. Ooh, Bell's 9 laps down. I wonder what happened to Bell right there. Maybe somebody can tell me. What happened to Bell? What happened to Bell? Alrighty, just kind of answering things, folks. Appreciate you very much for what you're doing out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A whole lot of you guys out there having fun. answering, folks. All right, let's see. What's going on out here right now? Zachary Taylor is going to have Travis McQuistion, so I think Taylor's going to choose the outside lane, which is smart because it'll give him an opportunity, even with 6-lap older tires than Travis McQuistion. By the time it's all said and done, McQuistion might have a few lap fresher tires, but he's been running just as hard and a few heftier laps than the rest of it. Let's see, who's got the fastest lap on the track? Jonathon Bell, 21.92. Zachary Taylor, second fastest lap on the track, 21.99. Man. Thank you to everybody out there. Signature Esports Live. Ready to go back at it. Green, green, green. The 14 gets a jump. He's ready to go. Gotta wait for the almost the restart zone there. McQuistion there to the inside. 14's going to have a better run at the corner. I think that was probably the smarter move. McQuistion there to the inside. Bedwell to the outside. All teammates in the... you would think they were teammates. The 93, the 95, and then in the 94. Taylor, McQuistion, Bedwell, Shoemaker, Brackett. That's going to be the top 5. Inside the top 5, 3 Chevys, a Ford, a Toyota, a Ford in second, 0.5 of a second off the race leaders. Lap 87 being completed. Green flag conditions continue to move forward. I believe Jonathon Bell was only a lap down. I think he was working his way forward. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got wrapped up into a few things out there. I didn't see him get wrapped up, but, you know, those things do happen. Taylor, McQuistion, Bedwell, Shoemaker, Brackett, Brown, Dixon, Swavely, Deponette, Leatherwood, 14, 93, 95, 94, 33, 10, 79, 38, 21, 29, as you see fit. Austin Shoemaker driving a 15 up 25 spots. He's going to be the fastest driver out there right now, but he's also the biggest mover of the race, up 25 positions to 11th spot as a substitute driver for the 44. Got the 29 in front of him, Clint Leatherwood. He's there to impress. And if you're going to impress anybody, you want to impress that guy. Chevy, Ford, Chevy in front of him. 15 of Shoemaker there. Inside run for Wilson. That's what it said. Ryan Wilson. I believe I got his truck finally updated. So there it is. Nice. Shoemaker in the 15. There to the bottom of the 29. He's going to utilize that low line. The 26 a little. He's trying to get around him, trying to get a lap back. Little up 23 spots right there, the 26. He went down. Laps, he's on lap 87, so he's 4 laps off the pace. Zachary Taylor out front, 0.7 of a second, and holding as McQuistion comes around Bedwell and Shoemaker. I knew that eventually the tire wear would start to even out, and as things progress forward, Zachary Taylor just needs to hold on to get the stage win, and then get in, get some tires, come back out, get a lap back. You know, some folks are going to have to stay out and get some fresh tires and all of that, get a wave around. Zachary Taylor, McQuistion, Bedwell, Shoemaker, Brackett, Brown, Dixon, Swavely, Deponette, Leatherwood. Man, look at him run. Last car on the lead lap is going to be Fulham, Brad Fulham, the number 19. He is 10 seconds off the pack, but Brad was also, when he got the wave around, the lucky dog, he came around, got tires, and so now he's trying to battle through some lap traffic to get himself back in front. Somebody looked like they were smoking. Caution comes out. Somebody said you might see. All right, let's see what happened there, folks. Oh, that was Chris McLain, it looked like. There it is. Chris McLain, right now, the number 5, there to the back bumper. Oh, the 91 got right into him. He's going sideways. Oh, man. Went backwards. Caution comes out. Chris McLain going around. A little bit of nose damage on that one, so, you know, these things do happen. 4th caution of the race. Zachary Taylor is going to be a race leader. And they still have roughly about 17 laps before the competition caution is going to be thrown for the stage. Whew. What fun. All right, folks. Gotta hydrate. Be right back with you in just a moment. Alrighty, folks, back to it. Apologies about that. I had to go and hydrate my throat. Yeah, no, things like that do happen whenever you're in here chit-chatting and talking about racing, and you have to go as fast as possible, and kind of dig it. Everybody out there is having a great night tonight. Lap 99 being completed under caution. As the lights are going to go off on the pace truck, the 14 is going to be there at the bottom. I do believe the 93 is going to be starting on the outside. Lane choice, I believe, is part of the gig here. Zachary Taylor needing a 13-lap shootout before the competition caution comes out for the stage end. Speaking of pages you should go like and follow, I believe the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, they do have a Facebook page. 14 right there, 93 to the outside. Taylor gets a good jump, but the 93 right there with him. Lap 100 being completed, green flag conditions. Taylor to the inside, going to lose ground to the 93 of McQuistion. McQuistion coming back around. He's going to be leading here as now Taylor losing ground, but McQuistion out front. I like his name. He's the Fresca McQuistion. Ford out front, Coca-Cola over the back, Microsoft, Fresca, kind of everything there. A lot of fun, and if you haven't seen it on the side of their vehicles, I really appreciate the guys over at the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series for doing this. But on the side of their vehicles, I meant to show it earlier. Here it is. I think it's left rear. Look at that. Fresca Ford. Like it. All right, anyway, on the side of their vehicles, they went ahead and put SCTV as a contingency pack on there, so thank you to those guys for doing that. 10 laps to go before the stage ends, and the 93 has 0.3 of a second over Taylor. Taylor was running great laps before. Last lap for Zachary Taylor, going to be a 10th off of McQuistion, but he's gaining something quick, fast, and hurry. Lap 103 is there. The Ford out front. McQuistion starting to carry forward. Last lap, 22.47 for him. Taylor ran a 22.36. Now it looks like Bedwell is going to be there on the rear bumper of the 14. Going to try to go to the inside of the 14. 14 is going to carry high inside to the 1. The 1 line right there does a great job. 95 gets a great turn off right there. He's going to be catching up to the back bumper. Taylor closing the distance. As you see, McQuistion out front still. Lap 104, green all the way. 93, 14, 95, 33, 94. All 5 of these guys playoff drivers. 6. Garrett Brown's up there. There's Garrett Brown. There's the 79 of Dixon. These playoff drivers want this. They want it bad. How bad do you want it? How bad you going to earn it? Travis McQuistion out front, 0.4 of a second. As they continue to move around. 5 laps to go in the stage when they come around and take the green flag here, or the next checkered flag here in just a moment. So lap 107 being completed. Taylor starting to close the distance on the 93. 93's last lap time, 22.81. Zachary Taylor, 22.65. Let's take a look at the last 5 laps for those drivers as Taylor is starting to really hone in on it. Lap 105 exactly the same for both of those drivers. So giving Taylor the advantage on that. But tell you what, Zachary Taylor getting to the back bumper. He's going to get right to the back bumper. He's going to carry a little bit higher. Lap traffic starting to come into play as now the 1 is right there in front of the 93. Taylor getting right to the bottom line. McQuistion's going to carry a little bit better line because the 14 had to get off the accelerator. So the 93 got a better that lap, no doubt. See it right there, almost 0.2 of a second. Lap 108 being completed. The 1 coming into view for the 93 as the 14, the 95, and the 33 all still factors in this race. Zachary Taylor trying to get back to the lead. He has to win this race to move on, and so no doubt that is important to him as they move forward. The 1 right there, the 93. 14 is going to go high. 14 almost into the wall. 93 there to the inside. 93 is going to have to check up and be there. 14 is going to check up. Holy goodness gracious, look at the race off on to the front stretch. 93 is going to go around the 1 to the outside. 14 is going to be right there. 93 is right on the nose of the 14. 14 is going to have to hold on to dear life because there is the 33. Wyatt Brackett to the inside of the 14. Man, look at him run. 33 inside, 14 high side. Lap 111. 112 is where they take it. 33 there. 33 is going to go around. 14 was right there. 33 is going to be there to the inside. Zachary Taylor, Wyatt Brackett. Wyatt Brackett gets straightened out. Like Taylor put his nose right in there and gave him a little bump and move. McQuistion out front, 0.2 of a second over Zachary Taylor. Taylor on lap 110 had much faster lap times, now 0.5 of a second as they now move forward. There is the competition caution for all the drivers. Travis McQuistion wins stage 1 and the only stage outside of the finish of the race. So they're going to come around. They're going to pace. 5th caution is going to be the competition caution. Chance for everybody to get some fresh tires, Sunoco fuel, some lap cars. Quite possibly going to stay out and maybe get a lap back. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it fares out because the pace truck's coming out on pit road. When we go back to green flag racing here, we're going to have the sounds of iRacing. That'll be brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that up there so we can get it out of the way while these guys figure out what they're doing. Pit road for the 93, pit road for the 94, or for the 14, the 95. It looks like everybody's coming to pit road. And Joseph Mahar, Shoemaker, Leatherwood, Brown, Fulham, Deponet, Wilson, Johnson, McDuffie. Everybody coming to pit road. Everybody! course, the sounds of iRacing, always brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. I know you can't see it because this is a nighttime race. It's a shame. But there it is, BulldogSportsCards.net, SETV10 at the checkout. And that is how you support, all the folks that support us right here. Also, one more time, real quick, commercial to play. I want to make sure I get these guys in here. All of our road course stuff is brought to you by these guys, but they've spent so much time with us since the beginning of Signature Esports that I've been just kind of throwing them in everything. Black Horse Auto Transport.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
You know it. Black Horse Auto Transport, 704-708 or 308-7740. Anyway, Black Horse Auto Transport, gotta love those guys. They're absolutely amazing. I appreciate everything that they do, and they've always been a part of what we are. Thank you to Todd Klinger for being a part of us. Leatherwood getting some love out there on Facebook. I believe that's on our Facebook Live. I'm going to have to change that so that way we can see all of the stuff that's going on there. Clint Leatherwood in 11th. Biggest mover of the race. This driver right here. Ryan McDuffie, the 49, started 34th. There he is. He scored in first place. In the pit road on lap 96, so he's out there to lead around. Travis McQuistion, Zachary Taylor, that's going to be the top two drivers look in the hunt. But Brad Fulham, Wyatt Brackett, Chris Shoemaker, Tyler Dixon, Joseph Mahar, Richard Swavely, Austin Shoemaker, all of those drivers pacing around at their lovely day. There's an overhead look. A lot of drivers waiting for a wave around, and that's what they're looking, and they're going to get here. Trying to get back on the lead lap, no doubt thinking that quite possibly there's going to be another caution here. So right now it does look like Daniel Holdcroft going to be I take that back. Yeah, James Kunkel getting a wave around. Going to be starting at the tail end of the field. Daniel Holdcroft, first car off the lead lap. In the number 31, there he is right there. Let's empty that out. Hope everybody is still out there having a great time. Make sure that you go and check out all of our fantastic stuff on our website. I think we have this, or there it is. Signature Esports PCs. Got that out there as well. 31 coming to pit road real quick. Wants to get some tires. 49, McQuistion, 93 to the outside. Inside line might have a big checkup here because the 49 is on much older tires and stayed out to lead a couple of laps around here. So we'll see how this restart goes. McDuffie, McQuistion, Taylor, Fulham, Brackett. You never know what you're going to get on older tires. And you never know what you're going to get when you've got a bunch of freshies around you. Back to it again. 49 gets a great restart right there. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm saying here. Here he goes, outside line run. Tucking it in. 49 JD Motorsports run. 14 of Taylor's trying to be the first driver in front of the playoff as a playoff driver. And there to the inside, the 49's going to dive. 14 is going to be right there. 93 is going to be there as well. Taylor, he wants it. He wants that lead back. The 49's doing a great job, though. Looked like he was saving something for everybody. Knew that he was going to be on the lead lap if they came back around. 93 is trying to go to the inside of the 14. 14 is going to carry heavy speed. Crossover for the 14. 93 is going to drive more straight into the turn. And that's what I want to look at. Let's take a look at the rear bumper of McDuffie and what's going on behind him, because that's going to be a big factor coming into the corner. Whoop. Oh, that's the roll bar. There it is. McQuistion takes over Second place, Brandon Hart looked like he got into something back there, so no doubt that McDuffie is going to be swallowed up very soon by some fresh tires. And Taylor having a little bit, I don't know if Taylor's having some issues out there or what's going on. Inside McQuistion runs. McQuistion's going to clear the 49 on the backstretch. The run, dive in. 49 is going to run that same line. 14 is going to have Brackett right behind him. That's the run that you're seeing. Ryan McDuffie, 0.4 of a second. Looks like Wyatt Brackett's going to make a move there to Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor just trying to hold on to the outside. Wyatt Brackett to the inside. 79 is going to be there as well. Man, Taylor looking like a different animal. Said on slap right here. Looked like Brandon Hart got involved in something. Let's take a look real quick. This is Brandon Hart. This is the 27 to the high. Oh, it gets a little bit loose. Ooh, hits him flat. We believe that is nobody around him, so he's going to just reset. All right, I see what was going on there. 93 McQuistion out front. McDuffie is going to be in second place. Wyatt Brackett in third. Richard Swaley takes over fourth place. Tyler Dixon in fifth. Zachary Taylor in sixth. You know, and the win and you're in kind of movement here. Zachary Taylor took 4 tires. Oh, 6 caution comes out. That's going to be another caution for you. Like, let's see what happened there. 1 hour, 3 minutes, 20.95 seconds into this. Lap 127 is going to be the caution. Travis McQuistion out front. I wonder if Zach Taylor's just trying to save himself here. Long green flag runs. Ryan McDuffie coming to pit road now. He no doubt needs some tires. He's going to be on the lead lap, but, you know, these things do happen. Dylan Hastings in pit road. Kunkel. All the drivers that were out there needing that needed the waiver round, they're out there now, able to come in and get their green flag or get their pit stops in. Let's see what happened here. Oh, the 15, Joseph Mahar in the 15, the 20 checks. That's Ryan Wilson involved there. Man, back that up real quick because we didn't really get to see what happened there as nicely as I wanted to. Nobody got the helicopter. I mean, 15. Oh, the 85. That was Mahar going to the inside right there. That was I mean, he was trying to make the move. Here's the move that you saw coming around the backstretch. 85 carrying heavy speed off 2. He's going to be up. Looks like he's going to make the move down. That's what he's doing. 15 carrying the same line. He's going to start turning in. 85's a little bit more into the turn. And a little tappity tap tap. Nice job by the 15 of Austin Shoemaker. Look at him. He's holding on to it. A little checkup coming up from the 20. Whoop. Little pink. Straighten his rear end a little bit. 29 does great to lay off there. Nice job by the 29. And pretty much that's what it is. All right. It makes sense to me. Okay. All right, folks. McQuistion out front. Brackett's going to be behind him. Swavely, Dixon, Shoemaker, Mahar. Shoemaker again. 2 Shoemakers. So we got Austin Shoemaker driving the 15. That's the driver. He's up 29 positions from where he started. So nice job. A little wrapped up in that last one. He's got a good Toyota pushing zone. Chris Shoemaker in 5th place. He's off two spots from where he started. This Snap-on 94 ready to rock and roll as well. So doing a great job. I wanted to see what was going on. I do believe Zachary Taylor will be back here. Still on the lead lap. I think he went in. He did. He went in for... he's still on the lead lap, but he went in for... maybe a little bit of... oh, he went in for tires and about 2 seconds of repairs, it looks like. So maybe trying to get a little bit of that right rear damage fixed and a little bit of that nose damage fixed. So an opportunity for him to stay out if this goes green all the way. And if it does, around 56 laps is where they're going to be. So he'll have to hold on for dear life. I hope you're all having a great evening out there. Thank you to everybody watching on all the platforms, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. How do you get into these races? Been playing about 6 months. Go 85, says Don MacArthur out there. This is the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. You'll have to, in this one, you'll have to get a hold of Dylan Hastings and their league. Probably send them a league invitation on iRacing. Our series, all you got to do is just do the same thing. SignatureEsports.com. You can get more information about that. McQuistion gets a great jump right there. Nice job. Brackett's not far off, though. The 33 looking to capitalize out there. 93-33. The 79 is going to be right there as well. Dixon in the mix. The 79. That's Chevy Silverado Mahar. Woo! No, Mahar. There he is. There's the 85 getting a little bit of shout-outs out there. Oh, the 15 to the inside. 15's going to be putting some moves on the inside. Right there behind the 94, the 85, the Ford. All over the back bumper of the 15. 21's going to make a move. Ryan Wilson to the outside. Does look like a little collection plate offering going on back there. Holy goodness gracious. Some side-by-side racing going on for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Man, look at him run. Travis McQuistion out front. 6/10 of a second, but right behind him, there is the 33 and the 38 of Richard Swavely. Boom goes the dynamite as they are battling up very hard all over the front and back bumper of the 33 and the 38. 38's going to be trying to find a way around that Toyota in front of him. Tyler Dixon, the number 79, is going to have the 94 of Chris Shoemaker right behind him, up 30 spots. Biggest mover of the race, the 15. Look at him run. 15's my favorite number, folks, so you know, if he's out there running, he's going to be out there running. All these drivers came in on lap 114 whenever all that happened. Lap 128 is whenever Zachary Taylor, this driver right here, trying to win this race, has to win this race. He came in on lap 128, 14 laps better than the rest of the drivers, but I tell you what, those fresh tires are proven to be good because the leader ran a 22.42 and Zachary Taylor just ran a 22.33. And the 93 has nobody in front of him just yet. 74 or 0.74 or 7/10 of a second from Brackett to Swavely. And McQuistion is still just carrying heavy speeds. There's nothing to worry about. Last lap for McQuistion, 22.52. And last lap for Swavely, same lap. He's going to be there to the inside of the 33. Brackett going high. Swavely trying to close the distance. McQuistion, man, oh man. Last 5 laps from him to Swavely. Swavely ran a better lap, 133. But now a Chevy right there in the mix. Ford, Chevy, Toyota is going to be the top 3. The 93 of McQuistion going to have to hold on. We know that earlier whenever he got around Zachary Taylor, Taylor was able to drive back around after a couple of laps. And I think Zachary Taylor is probably trying to use a little bit of pit strategy to his advantage. Swavely 1/10 of a second faster on the last lap over McQuistion. We're going to see what is going to change here, because McQuistion looked like he was right there in the mix. Yeah, not very much, almost 1/10 of a second. So Swavely starting to gain. McQuistion out front. Brackett losing a little bit there. He's got a little bit of love coming in his way. That's going to be Tyler Dixon, the number 79 right there to his rear bumper. The 94 of Chris Shoemaker to the rear bumper of the 79. These guys running neck-and-neck laps, so not much losing, not much gaining for these drivers. Chris Shoemaker right behind him. Has somebody on his tail, the 15, trying to hold on to the biggest mover of the race. Up 30 positions to 6th. Zachary Taylor making quick work of the field, as now he is rocking and rolling. Here's Joseph Mahar. Here's the difference on the laps between the two. There's Joseph Mahar running in 7th. Zachary Taylor closing the distance super fast. He's got to get up there to Travis McQuistion, hoping this thing runs green the entire time. Because if it runs green, no doubt he'll have a little bit of an advantage
when it comes to pit strategy and tire strategy. Let's look at the pit strategy in the very beginning. 64 laps is what Travis McQuistion ran on his tires. Zachary Taylor ran 58. And, caution's going to come out. This is going to be Chris Shoemaker involved there. Let's take a look at what happened here. Chris Shoemaker, the 94. I wonder if he just got loose. Let's back this up. Hold on. Hold the phone. He's on pit road. Came down pit road. The 15. 79. There was a lot going on there. 79 to the inside. Let's take my favorite view for Chase View coming up. There's the 79 to the inside of the 33. The 94 is right there. 33 is going to have a better run right there. So, 79 really checks up. 94 was carrying speed. Sideways, 15 had nowhere to go. 94, hit the commitment cone. Back out of pit road there. And that's where the caution's going to come out. Man, oh man. All right, McQuistion coming in. I believe everybody's going to come in. Even Zachary Taylor, who had made his way all the way up to 5th place. Everybody comes in. I think everybody can make it on fuel. Taylor split the difference. This might be the last set of tires for Zachary Taylor. McQuistion on pit road. Chris Shoemaker looks like he's going to stay out. Hey, come on. There he is. Chris Shoemaker, being a new race leader. McQuistion, Swavely, Brackett, Tyler Dixon, McDuffie, Zachary Taylor's coming out. Garrett Brown coming out as well. Chris Shoemaker pitted on lap 114. I believe he's coming to pit road. He just had to come back around with everybody else. Travis McQuistion taken back over to the lead, so he's got a fresh set of tires. Full tank of Sunoco. Brad Ebley out there, number 38. Swavely getting some love. Swavely was on a tear, man. He was on a run. This is a win and you're in, so that's kind of where everything's going to be able to stick. Next week, you're going to have to join us at Texas because that is where we're going to be at for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Atlanta this week for the Signature eNASCAR Series, the Trucks Xfinity and Cup cars. First mile and a half of the season. There's all the pitch strategy for everybody. Let's get rid of that. All right. Like I said, Bulldog, Sports Cards Collectibles, Sounds of iRacing. We're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. When we go back to Green Flag Racing, you're going to see the logo up there. They're absolutely wonderful. Thank you for... that's a big old name. That's awesome. Thank you for liking the stream. The Old B Racing is like the stream. Yeah, folks, I don't say the dirty words or the naughty words, just because that's what I do. Biggest mover of the race, Ryan McDuffie, came in on lap 144 with everybody else, the 49, ready to rock and roll. He's going to have Zachary Taylor to the outside. He's one of the biggest movers. And then the 15, Austin Shoemaker, still another big mover. He is up there as well. Now, this track is not like Bristol, where you can pretty much be a modified. Jonathon Bell. Jonathon Bell was getting some things fixed out there and said he left pit lane. I believe he had to stop. He did. Just had to stop. That's all he was doing. So Jonathon Bell back in the mix. Sweet. I believe he might have gotten wrapped up in something that I missed. So it's good to see that he's back out there, knowing that he needs every point that he can get. And right now, the 93 has the 38 to the outside, 33, 79, 49, 14. That's going to be the top three rows. 93, they're into it. 79, and the 38 didn't get a great start right there. And that checked up the whole outside lane. So that's going to be a whole mess that's going to have to solve itself as they move down the backstretch. Lap 4 to 149 being completed. Travis McQuistion Out front, 0.5 of a second to 38 to the outside of the, oh, that's a side-by-side race. You want to be watching the 38 to the outside of the 33. The Toyota battling that Chevy to the outside. Huge run. Mahar went off track. Hastings, Mahar back on track. Something happened there. We don't know. The action's too compact to know. My goodness. Look at this run. Taylor to the inside, 15 to the outside. That boy, I tell you what, Austin Shoemaker must love this track. Caution's going to come out. Blake Deponette involved. Man. Just when you think you're making moves. Deponette involved. Let's take a look. Here it is. That's the 21 right there. Blake Deponette. I think it was that big checkup that happened. Whoa, 21 off the wall. Oh, the 20 off the wall into the 21. And there it is. It's the official one, folks. Here's your official helicopter award. Moletta didn't make the field. Oh, I appreciate you. Go Mahar. OBRL is cheered it. Yep. Awesome. Mahar's getting some love out there. There's the official helicopter award. Man, the racing was so exciting that I couldn't switch over to my other view. OBRL. That's what I have to call you, folks. Moletta didn't make it, so go JD Motorsports, getting some shout-outs out there. Everybody's having a great afternoon, good evening, and good morning out there. Thank you very much for joining the streams. Make sure that you give it a like and a follow. All right, live. There they are. Single file racing, waiting for the lucky dog to come around. Who was the lucky dog? Is that Chris Matthews? No, not Chris Matthews. Who is that? Tyler Dolger. There he is, the 88. Getting the lucky dog. He's going to be back on the lead lap now, so that's going to put 18 cars on the lead lap. So far, I think these guys are coming back around for, Wilco's coming out, so he's going to be on the lead lap. That's going to put put everybody to Austin Harcher on the lead lap. Austin coming back out on there. There he is. I believe he's going to be on the lead lap. We're looking, folks. It'll tell us in a moment. Jeremy Little coming to pit road. He is not going to be on the lead lap. Does look like he's still going to be a lap down. McLain on pit road. Reeves, Moore, Williams. Williams in the mix. He is a few laps down. 2 laps down. This is going to put a lot of vehicles back on the lead lap. Good to see everybody getting their way back around with 8 cautions. If you go a couple of laps down at a 3/4 mile track, you're going to have an opportunity to definitely get back on the lead lap. So, as it stands, that's what happens. Hope everybody is still having a great evening out there. Those who don't know, my name's Jason, Signature Esports. One of the guys that helped get all of this running for what it was worth. It was an idea, and everybody kind of helped me out. All right, folks, here's how we're going to do this. We are going to start right here. And we are going to put that up. There it is. And as we get back to green flag conditions here, you're going to watch it just like they do. Sounds of iRacing coming up for you. I'm going to hydrate. Lights are off on the Pace truck. McQuistion, Swavely, Brackett, McDuffie, Shoemaker, and Taylor are going to make up the front 3 rows. And man, oh man. You know what I need to do? I think next week when we go live, I will make sure to put the playoff drivers in a different color so that way you guys can see who they are. I want to make sure that is important information for each and every one of you out there. So I will make sure that happens. I thought I did that, but I didn't. All right, back to green. We're going to go right here. Green, green, green. Fred the Flagman. So I'm normally quiet during all this, but you see the Mexicali Blues, that's up the road from me. I love it. Travis McQuistion still out front, running away with it so far in the second stint of the, after a couple of cautions or quick cautions here in the latter half of the race after the lap 112 competition caution ending stage one. McQuistion, Brackett, Swavely, Taylor, Shoemaker is going to be the top five. And I always have to get like, I dig whenever folks are using local references to me. See the Mexicali Blues, number 15. I should have realized that that was Austin Shoemaker. And I know these guys wanted to get together and have some dinner here pretty soon. I think we're going to have that in February. These guys are from Lebanon. They're not far from where I'm at. I know that they're putting that together. So it's good to see some local references to me. Because Mexicali Blues literally is like 4 miles from me. And that there's only one Mexicali Blues that I know of. And that's it right there. That's even the logo. So, folks, I know that reference. I know it very well. Zachary Taylor trying to march his way back through the field. He's got Richard Swavely in front of him. He's going to have 32 laps to do it when he comes back around. Because, I tell you what, some drivers to be looking out for. Here's Travis McQuistion. He ran a 22.13 or 22.78 on his last lap. Wyatt Brackett is closing the gap. He's definitely closing the gap. And here's the look at the field when it comes to that. Last 5 lap times. I love this graphic because it shows the last 5 relative lap times. Wyatt Brackett closing the gap, and he's closing the gap over more than 10 laps on the tires. That's something that we saw Wyatt be very good at doing before. Last lap, not near where he needed to be, but kind of alternating. So McQuistion's starting to do what he needs to do. Last lap for McQuistion, a 22.68. Brackett ran a 22.78. Richard Swavely, here's the difference on here. Richard Swavely doing the same thing. So these guys are running fantastic lap times. Nothing wrong with what they're doing. Here's Richard Swavely. Zachary Taylor, inch by inch, ever so, closing the gap. Tried something different, thinking it was going to be running green flag the entire way, and I bet Zachary Taylor was trying to definitely hold on to what he had left. Swavely, on the other hand, nothing wrong with his race line. Travis McQuistion, he's still out front. Wyatt Brackett still trying to close the distance. Zachary Taylor needs to win. End of story. He has to win to continue on next week. Chris Bedwell, he's got enough to really make it interesting here. can be inside the top 5, make sure that everything is ready to rock and roll. Austin Shoemaker, he's pulling away from Calvin Filarski right behind him, still up 30 spots, but Bedwell, he's losing ground to Bedwell, and a little bit by a little bit, and I think that's just tire wear and what he wants to do. All good things. McQuistion, though, he and Brackett are pretty much neck and neck, and Brackett's pulling within a little bit of lap traffic around Wyatt Brackett right there. And that is kind of what's happening in that neck of the woods. Richard Swaley there to the bottom. Looks like Taylor's going to be trying to close the distance. They're going to come around. 2 more laps. It'll be 25 laps to go. They're completing lap 174 right here. Turn 4, the 33 gets a little bit to the bottom right there. It has to carry a little higher speed. Yeah, when you touch on turn 4 exit right here, if you touch that bottom line, you're going to lose a ton of ground. 33 running a higher line, a 14 to the bottom. 38's crossover move, not going to be success because I believe the 14 might press some issues here very soon. McQuistion doing his job. 0.7 of a second, running all his laps. Wyatt Brackett right there can close the distance. We saw him be able to do it. Now we've got a lot of lap traffic. We saw how that worked to the advantage of the 90 or to the 70 of Jonathon Bell. Jonathon Bell was doing a heck of a job trying to make sure that he stayed out there. And when he did, it was such a great run that lap traffic just helped him out. Caution comes out, McDuffie involved there. So that changes quite a bit. 24 laps to go. If you've got a set in the bag, do you come in? That's my question, folks. That's my question. You tell me out there. Ryan McDuffie. Here we go. Duffy's the 49. Whoa! 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 Poor Duff. JD Motorsports 49. Wait, I don't. That was I promise you that wasn't intentional. We're gonna back it up. Back it up. All right, let's take a look right here. Here's the run. 85's there to the inside. This is how this develops. It's far chase view this because we know this is what I like to do. Far chase view. Boom. All right. So 85's to the inside. 49's got a clean truck. 85's going to clear him. 62's going to be there to the inside. 49's going to have a good run. Whoop. 62 came up into him right there. Ooh. 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 No bueno, folks. I don't know if that was intentional. It didn't look intentional. It just looks like he drove it in too hard. Alrighty. Austin Shoemaker leading him around. Looks like he's going to be the guy. Whoop. Back to live conditions. Zachary Taylor on pit road. I believe everybody behind these 3 drivers. Here's Shoemaker, Johnson, Brown, McQuistion, Brackett, Swavely, Taylor, Bedwell, Little, Filarski. All these drivers. Austin Shoemaker, he's going to be leading them around here. We've got the 94 looking for a free pass, so that's going to happen. Alrighty, folks, back to it again. Sorry, I had to get a little bit of something just happened outside, I believe, and just trying to get some clarification on what was going on. All right, I believe lights are going to go off on the pace truck. 94 is going to be out there. we're about to have at it again. Another time. So the 94 will be back on the lead lap, I believe. So that's why the 94 is staying out there. That would be, oh, I took that back. Be 3 laps off, I do believe. So that would make the 94 2 laps down. We'll see as the relative scrolls, because my system's not updating. 2 laps down now. Shoemaker, Johnson, Brown, McQuistion, Brackett, Swaley, Taylor, Bedwell, Filarski, Williams makes up the top 10. 23 cars on the lead lap. Take that back. Yep, 23 cars on the lead lap, it looks like. Last car on the lead lap, Tyler Dixon coming back around. He's going to be the lucky dog. He's catching back up with the field. Shoemaker going to lead him to green. Pace truck dives off. 15 ready to go. 74 to the outside. The 10 to the bottom. Garrett Brown, first car in the playoff standards. He's going to have Travis McQuistion to the outside. Wyatt Brackett to the inside. Zachary Taylor there inside Richard Swavely. Austin Shoemaker holding on for dear life. Oh, the 2 of Filarski goes around. 10, 93, 74 has nowhere to go. Zachary Taylor moves up to 14th. Oh, Taylor gets sent. Holy cow, big one happens. Holy goodness gracious. Three wide. Oh, the 93 got loose. Oh, no. That was McQuistion right there. Man, there was just the 74 had got loose. Everybody was just trying to avoid it. So let's take a look. It's Chris Johnson right there. And far chase this one real quick. So 93 into the 74. 74 got loose. 93 to the bottom. Wyatt Brackett's down there. Now the 93. Oh, man. The 93 got loose again. And that ended up turning Zachary Taylor, who had to win. There is that Mahar involved. A lot of playoff drivers involved in that. Austin Shoemaker to be out front. There's the 14 of Zachary Taylor. He's still in there. Somehow, some way. In 20th spot, Austin Shoemaker. 15 laps to go. 10th caution of the race happens. And man, oh man. Shoemaker, Brackett, Bedwell, Johnson, Swavely, Williams, Leatherwood, Matthews, Austin Harger inside the top 10. There's the number 3. He's up 24 spots. Austin Shoemaker, your race leader right now, the biggest mover of the race. Ryan Wilson there as well. Ryan Wilson started 19th in 10th. Austin Harger started 33rd. Is now 9th. He's up 24 spots. Austin Shoemaker started at the tail end of the field and has worked his way up and found himself inside the top 10 for the last several laps and a couple of stints, actually, and has done a great job at doing it. Shoemaker holding on for dear life. He has, can you believe it, 34 more laps on his tires than the rest of the field. Wyatt Brackett came in on lap 178. Bedwell, Johnson, Swavely, Williams. All these guys came out on lap 178 whenever the last caution happened. Man, oh man. 10th caution of the race. Better of 48 laps. Under caution of 200. Unfortunate circumstances. What? Looking forward to Cars is 556 Sim Racing. Good to see you out there. Absolutely awesome. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to go back to side by side. We're ready to rock and roll here one more time. As they're going to have an 11 lap shootout to the end. 2 attempts at a green white checkered in this series. No fast repairs. And I believe pretty much everybody's eating up all the tires. So Shoemaker's out there because I don't know if he has any. Well, I take that back. He's been on pit road 4 times. So he might have a set of tires in the books. I don't know. There's Johnson on lap 144 as well. 74 to the outside. Waiting for the 15 to rock and roll. Getting ready to go through the gears. 15 goes. 33 to the outside. Shoemaker out front for how long with the fresh tires of the 33 right behind him. 15 is going to have the 33 there. 11 laps to go here at Richmond. 33 is going to be all over the inside. 15 is going to have a highline run. Those fresh tires not going to be a factor when it comes to Wyatt Brackett and how fresh those are. Shoemaker there in second, though. Bedwell trying to apply some pressure. Looks like Bedwell might be making a move down to the inside. He is. 15 of Shoemaker's going to be highline bound. Brackett out front. Whole lot of love, whole lot of run. 33, 95. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Totally joking. 95 of Bedwell trying to hold on. Wyatt Brackett trying to hold on as well. Wyatt Brackett, he wins. He moves on. 33, 95. The 38 of Swavely inside the 95. 9 laps to go to come around. Make it 8 laps to go here. As Wyatt Brackett leads the 38 of Swavely, running a much faster lap on his last lap. Almost 12 100ths of a second, or 12 tenths of a second. My goodness. Faster than the 33. But Richard Swavely's going to have to really pour on the gas and light the fire under the tires like the Midwest Maniac says. And catch up to the 33. Wyatt Brackett down low, hugging the line. Richard Swavely to the high line. A little right side damage on the back side of that vehicle. 33 of Brackett out front by 0.6 of a second. That gap closing. 7 laps to go here at Richmond for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Richard Swavely closing the gap. He's going to have to really drive it in and dig deep. Dig for all that he's worth if he's going to catch him. He's got 5 laps to do it, basically, when they come around to the start-finish line. Oh, up into the wall. Somebody's up back there. 33 high. Front stretch run. Caution comes out. We are going to get that green-white checkered. Calvin Filarski involved. The number 2. Oh, the 10 of Garrett Brown. Into the 2. That was like full send mode right there. Man, oh man. 11th caution of the race. We're going to back this up just a little bit here. And, I mean, they were like 3 and 4 wide right there. I know Garrett Brown was right there in front of the 26. The 2 had cleared him. Let's see what it looks like from my favorite view. Garrett Brown. Boom. All right, here it is. The 2's there. 2 gets a little loose right there. 10 looks like he's going to, oh, the 26 is there. The 2, oh, diving in. The 10 carries a lot more speed to the inside. And bam. That's what happens. Stop, drop, and roll. Wyatt Brackett's your race leader. Swavely, Williams, Matthews, Bedwell, Leatherwood, Wilson, Dolger, Shoemaker, and Brown. 15 of Shoemaker. He needs to come to pit road. Man, he's got no tires left. But he can make it on fuel. Austin Shoemaker looking for a top 10, trying to be the biggest mover of the race. Brad Williams, Wyatt Brackett actually up 12 spots. He started 13th. Now running around this track, the driver he has to compete with, Richard Swavely, was fast on the last several laps that he was running, and a lot faster than, I say a lot faster, 1/10 of a second faster than that driver right there. But no doubt, the green, white, checkered, all he has to do is really just get himself out there, put himself in the mix. 33, 38, 97 of Williams. Brad Williams out there. Seen Brad Williams. The 97 JD Motorsports up 19 positions. Chris Matthews, the 92 to the outside. The Twisted T, we saw him earlier, up 16 positions. Austin Shoemaker still up 27 spots, still hanging inside the top 10, even being wrapped up a little bit there. The 88, that Ford finally crested inside the top 10 again. Up 21 spots after having a little bit of issues before. Ryan Wilson, the 20, up 12 spots. Chevy doing justice. Austin Harger, the number 3, he's inside the top 15. He's up 19 positions. Chris McLain doing his job, up 11 spots. Ryan McDuffie, the 49, looked like he's seen better days. But he's up 18 positions into 16th, so just trying to hold on as much as he can. The 14 is Zachary Taylor right there. Zachary Taylor off 15 spots, started second. He's in 17th. Wyatt Brackett, full send mode. Outside line run. Swavely to the inside. Swavely is just going to have to time this as well as he can. Lights are off on the pace truck. Green, white, checkered here. Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Round of 8, race 1. Race 2 next week at Texas. Then a championship 2 weeks from today at Homestead Miami Speedway. Is really going to be running 38, 33, front row running. 97 looking for a push. Not going to get it. 33 clears the 38. Matthews to the outside. Swavely to the inside. Oh, 33 goes around. 38's there. 33's helicoptering. Caution's going to come out. Man. Swavely drove his line. And Wyatt Brackett goes around. Here's what happened, folks. Gotta watch it from the far chase view. Man, you know, when things are heating up, things do heat up. All right, here it is. The 38 is driving that low line. That's Richard Swavely right here. He's driving as straight and as low as possible to try to be to the inside of the 33 before he enters the corner, because the 33 is entering the corner as if he would if he was carrying the front row speed. The 38 is there already. And man, oh man. 33 up the track into the 92. 33 goes around. Man. You know, racing is racing. Holy goodness gracious, folks. Where is the 33 after all of that? Wyatt Brackett back to 19th. Swavely, Matthews, last attempt at a green, white checker. So next flag ends it, folks. Rich Swavely, Chris Matthews, the 92, Brad Williams, the 97, Clint Leatherwood started in 6th, now in 4th at 29. Everybody's got damage somewhere. Everybody. I think there's a vehicle here that doesn't have damage on it. Tyler Dolger does. Austin Shoemaker, we know does. Garrett Brown, the 10, we know he does. Jeremy Little, he does. Man, everybody looking like they're having fun out there. Oh, man, oh, man. I'm glad that I don't have the chat turned on where I can hear what they say, folks. Woo. 556 him racing out there, still cheering on the 38. Well, he's in the lead. Swavely, Matthews, Williams, Leatherwood, Bedwell, Wilson, Dulger, Shoemaker, Brown, and Little. Austin Harger in 11th. Just being patient. John Wilco in 12th. Dylan Hastings in 13th. Chris McLain, Ryan McDuffie. Those guys still up a few spots. Still your biggest mover of the race is going to be the 15. He actually gained a spot on that last restart. I'm sure he had to almost miss everything. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Swavely's going to choose the inside line. No doubt he's probably going to do the same thing he did last time. Drive that straight as you can, as fast as you can on the front stretch. Because when the race leader chooses the high line, you know that he's going to try to gain that. You have to get a really good jump in order to clear the low line on a restart, especially here at Richmond and Bristol. If you choose the high line, you really have to get on the gas and really put your vehicle out in front. Brackett had a good restart, but the 38 drove as narrow as possible to get inside the 33 coming around to take the flag. And so here it is, 38, 92. 38 goes inside line. 92 wasn't ready for it. 38 is Swavely, ready to rock and roll. Williams to the inside. Williams going to make a move on the 92. Leatherwood, the 29 there in third. 38 high line run on the backstretch. Wants to come around, take the white flag. That's really what he wants. He wants to make sure he races to the end. 2 laps to go. You know it's going to end. When is it going to end? White flag waves right here at Richmond. Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. Caution's going to come out. Man! This is the final lap. And that's going to be how it rolled. Harger, Dulger, Matthews, John Wilco involved there. 38. Come around and waiting for the pace truck. You can't pass the pace truck. Pace truck's got to lead you to the checkered flag. So 38 of Richard Swavely's going to win it here. Under caution. It's Brad Williams, Clint Leatherwood, Chris Bedwell, Ryan Wilson, Garrett Brown, Chris Matthews, it looks like. Going to see him come across. When they come across, that's where you're going to be. Jeremy Little, Austin Shoemaker, Dylan Hastings. All those drivers finish inside the top 10. Let's go. I know the 38's going to celebrate here. And as he comes around to celebrate, we give him an opportunity to do so. There's the 95 up there. Give him a little bump tap, cheering him on. Richard Swavely coming around to celebrate. Here he is. A burnout special coming. Nice little run for that driver right there. Jump in real quick and talk to that driver real quick. Let's see what we can do. There it is. There's the guy himself, Mr. Rich Swavely. Rich, congratulations on the win right there. I'm sure you wanted to finish that under green flag conditions, but nonetheless, a win moves you on into the playoffs. And talk us through, of course, the first green-white checker where you pretty much drove it straight into turn one, trying to make sure that your nose is in front of the 33. Walk us through that and what it took to win here today at Richmond.
Well, that last one, I mean, I was on the inside. I was on the inside. He arced it way in. I mean, he's well outside where I can even see with my triples, and he just comes across the bow. I mean, that's not much I could have done there either way instead of stopping, but no, it wasn't too bad.
Oh no, I way analyzed that. I was like, I look at the restart. He was on the outside. He was going to try to swoop in. It just seemed like he didn't have enough on that restart to clear you, driving straight in the way you did. And that's from my point of view as the overhead view, the broadcaster going, this is what he did. But next week is Texas, and Texas mile and a half, different ball game, different track for all intents and purposes, of course. But walk us through what you think is next week's going to bring, and moving on to the championship.
Well, I'm being out of the playoffs. I'm just out here for W's. So I'm just here to win and make a statement for next season because I am kind of on the shopping block next season.
Right on. All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win right there. You had folks out there cheering for you, and 556M Racing was out there cheering for you. So congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, as always, good luck to Chris and Tyler on ABR. They're still in the playoffs too, so
absolutely.
Hopefully
Actually,
they can get through as well.
I usually tell you to go over your It's been a rough week. Make sure you give your shout outs, my friend.
That's all right. Give a shout out to the team, of course, Dylan for putting on the league, and go Chiefs.
Oh yes, Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, so that's one. You got to root for one or the other, right?
Yeah.
All right, my man. Congratulations on the win again.
Thank you.
Richard Swavely's going to be your race winner right there, and what a run. And we'll move that guy down there. All right, up next. Wrong guy. There he is. Brad Williams comes home in P297. Brad, it was an event. It was a heck of an event today.
Yeah, you could say that. It was a long one coming from 2 laps down up there to second, so it's a good run though.
Well, you can't ask for a better race if you're 2 laps down, and then you have to come back in and battle your way to the front, and then next thing you know, you're sitting there in contention. Walk us through the last restart, because I think you restarted third inside line. Walk us through that last restart real quick.
Yeah, I was just trying to stay with Richard as long as I could there, and he got away a bit, and they got into the back of me going into 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. They're not really sure. I haven't went back and watched it, but hung on to it and tried to get back out there. It was a bit bummed to see that caution come out. Would have liked to have a shot for him for the last lap there.
Well, definitely a great opportunity for another P2 finish. So go ahead and give your shout outs. It's your time, man.
Yeah, no, I just like to thank JD Motorsports for giving me that opportunity to drive with them on occasion this year. And when I qualified in, it was great to run with those guys, and look forward to running the car series with them next time full time. So,
absolutely. Well, we'll see you next week. Texas is going to be a great race, I believe, and I know that we all like mile and a halves and being able to get those long stretches in.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks for what you do.
Absolutely. Brad Williams comes on P2, and last but not least, I only get to talk to you in like the after stuff. So Clint Leatherwood, the man himself, gets to come home P3 after a very, very nice little race. It was a long race, and at the end of the day, it was eventful for sure. Richmond always being a super slick track, kind of like what Phoenix does. Walk us through what happened there at last couple of green white checkers and how you brought yourself home P3.
Yeah, I think I restarted with like the second to last green white checker 8th, and then the leaders got into it and somehow missed it. I watched one of these. Just restart on the last green white checkered and just drove her into one, and she almost stuck. Had to use the bumper of I think Brad a little bit to help turn the truck, but after that it turned pretty good and just kept her where she was and brought her home in one piece.
bringing it home in one piece and not looking like a modified. That's always a plus.
For sure. And I like to thank Pub Table Racers. Check them out if you haven't. And Carolina Simworks for all they do.
Absolutely. Clint, you did have my job. I usually get to tell everybody to do that. Thank you very much for doing that.
No problem,
all right.
Jason.
All right,
Thank
my
you.
man. Congratulations on the win. We're going to go over the race results. Thank you to all of the guys for the after facts. Those guys are absolutely wonderful. I appreciate everything they do. Clint Leatherwood comes home third, and let's take a look at your race results. Let's actually go back. I want to go back and take a look at what caused the caution there at the end. This is kind of there's oh man, it was Austin Harger part of that. So it was the 88 in front of him. Let's go and take a look, because we didn't get to see this. Here it is right here. 88 right there. And bam. Oh, man. I believe my dog's being a little bit weird. All right, one more time. Backing out. Let's do this. We're gonna swap this right here. We know this is like full send mode. So we know we've got guys on fresher tires. We've got guys with damaged trucks. We've got just people with, everything's just everywhere. So let's take a look at what happened. There's Richard Swavely. He takes off. This is the restart right here. And after 1 and 2, Swavely's into the corner. There's the 88, the 92's right there. Oh, the 20 looks like he's there. The 10 goes to the inside. 10 comes up. Taps the 88. Swavely takes that. Caution comes out just in there. Oh, man, just carnage. And, oh, bulldozer. Oh, man. 62, looking like popcorn. Oh. I'm sorry. Where we'll go. We'll go. He can't get back over. All right. Just because one more. Here it is. One more helicopter award for Mr. Wilco. Here it is. All right. Let's go back. We're going to take it back to the live conditions there. We know that things do happen. But here are the race results, and of course, race results brought to you by Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Richard Swavely comes home first. Brad Williams, Clint Leatherwood, Chris Bedwell, Wilson. That makes up a big factor there. Brown, Matthews, Little, Shoemaker, Dylan Hastings, the top 10. Not the first time we've seen him inside the top 10 this year, but good to see the number 8 up there. Chris McLain, McDuffie, Johnson, Dixon, Reeves, Austin Harger. I believe he would have finished inside the top 10, but there at the end, man, just happens. Wyatt Brackett finishes in 17th. Zachary Taylor in 18th. Zachary Taylor needing to win here in order to move on. So a shame to see that, but no doubt we'll have an opportunity to race next year. Tyler Dolger, Fulham, Wilco, Shoemaker, Moore, Williams, Jones. That's all the way to 25th. Evan Bush-Basher, Travis McQuistion, Calvin Filarski all the way to 28th, and we're going to move all the way down. Jonathon Bell finishes 36th. After I believe he must have gotten into something. I didn't see what happened there, folks. So maybe he had something that happened as well. But Joseph Mahar, part of the playoffs, he finishes 23 laps down. The 19 lap down. Brad Lee, Mr. Kunkel, 13 laps down. Everybody tried to battle. Playoff drivers wrapped up in some big stuff. So good little race, a whole lot of fun, and we're going to be back at it again next week. Huffy Huffman can't beat him, wreck them. That's yeah. I can get it, guys. I get the frustration. I get this. I get the stuff out there. I saw what was going on. I can see the strategy. I can see. I'm very neutral on all this. So it doesn't matter to me who wins. If it's not entertaining, if it doesn't give you something to talk about, then at the end of the day, then what is it? But nonetheless, next week's a different story. All these drivers are still in it, all except for Taylor. So the 8 drivers that you saw here, they're going to be in it next week. So we're going to be able to see that happen, and we will definitely see some. I bet Texas is going to be hot. Not only because it's Texas, but next week we're going to have heck of a race when it comes to these playoff drivers trying to make sure they're inside the top 10. So, or trying to make sure that they win this race, because only 4 move on to Miami 2 Tuesdays from now. So make sure you check that out. Guys, we'll be back again Thursday for the signature eNASCAR Truck Series. Tune in on Friday for the Xfinity Series with James Oxford and Mason Flippin, and then the signature eNASCAR Cup Series on Saturday. Sunday is the Joe Sixpack Racing League, Real Racing Online Dirt Series Street Stocks. We're going to go back to just Street Stocks, so it'll be a little bit longer race, but these guys will have a whole lot of fun with that, and then we'll be back again next week. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you again next here in just a few days. Sorry about that. Hit the mute button. I had to sneeze. Thank you for all the well wishes, and we will see you again here in just a couple days, guys. We were going to do the race hub tomorrow, but we still have a lot of things that we have to get done because of what happened this past weekend. So thank you again for all the well wishes and what you do out there. Tune in, go to signatureesports.com. Make sure you shop there. Go to bulldogsportscards.net. Use promo code SETV10 out there, and make sure that you give them all the love. And thank you all very much for doing what you do. Without you guys, I couldn't be the success that we are. And thank you for supporting what we do. We love you. We appreciate you. We're going to be seeing you next week or this week. And oh man, it's all heating up. Atlanta. We're going to all the hot tracks. Yeah. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you again.